Hi, and welcome to this week's stream of Spire of Sorcery. This is the Magic Orb, also known as Moomin, which is used to understand the release date of the game. The reason we called this orb today is that Steam sent us a reminder that in a week's time we were supposed to release Spire of Sorcery in early access. That didn't happen. So now we need to set up a new date at Steam, and that brings the usual questions. Why didn't we realize originally that it's going to be later than May? Why this? Why that? And it all comes down to the fact that developing games with the approach that we have means that first of all we make mistakes, and second of all we try to correct them. So the mistake that we've made was developing the indirect control sort of factory management game that you have currently available on Steam, which we think could have been made into a fun game if we gave up on the map and removed the time from the game, so that you'll manage dozens of characters, sending them out and immediately getting the results. And it'll be similar to a game of throwing something on the wall and then seeing if it sticks. But that's not the game we thought is a good investment of our time and player time. So we've made this turn, and we are now doing this direct control hex-based open world exploration thing, which is nearing closing on the release in limited early access, but we're not there yet. So today I'm here with the most updated build. You will see the difference that happened in the last 2 weeks, and I got a list of things to go through so that you get all the new stuff, so that you can see the new stuff. Outside of the build that we're going to show today, my only other news, let me just move the map, is that we also locked down the structure of the game as 5 chapters. The way it works is that, if you remember, modding is pretty central to us, and so for modding we need to be able to give people to change certain things and then upload to Steam Workshop and then have others play it and test it. If the game is just one big long chapter or campaign or whatever, to understand the change I have to replay the whole thing, maybe the whole 40 hours or 20 hours or whatever. It didn't sound very much fun. Also didn't sound fun for us as we update the game and we say, hey, now there is a new creature. How do I get it? Well, you restart the whole campaign, and then after 10 hours of gameplay, you meet this character. Was not really cool for us. So we thought of splitting. I mean, we've been splitting for, we've been thinking about this for a long time on whether or not we can split the game into chapters, and then we can fine-tune and tweak every little chapter, and then you guys can make mods that just change something at the start of the chapter, and you don't have to play the whole thing again. And we finalized 5 chapters. Right now we're making the second, so we'll do second, third, fourth, and then go back to the beginning and then finish the one in the epilogue. If you're on Discord, you'll see the description of the chapters already. What is important is that now we make the game set in the Wildlands, the next chapter is in the Distorted Lands, and then the next one takes you back to the Empire. In this way, we also don't have to balance having everything in one big huge pot just in one campaign. So we can be more flexible with balancing things out. Anyway, let's jump into the game and you will see what we're working on. And yes, I do apologize for not releasing it today or tomorrow. It'll be a few more weeks. We're already busy with the translations, but we're not even done with the English texts, so it'll be at least a few weeks before we are. And then some questions meanwhile as I launch the game. Is it possible to lose? Yes, you can lose if all your characters die and you have no resurrection options. Is your mage in danger? Well, that's probably will dedicate a different stream to this. Your mage is in danger. When we plan to launch the full version of the game, we have no idea. We hope to enter general early access this summer. How many chapters will it be? 5 chapters. The game is made of 5 chapters, and that's it. Do we plan different endings? At the moment, no. Ask us when we are done with the last chapter, but it's unlikely. Because of the chapter structure, you can play different chapters in different ways, but I don't see us just fine-tuning the last chapter to give you different endings. So here we are now. 4 disciples that we start with. Take a look at this cool new choice of profession. You choose the profession that each of your starting disciples specializes in, that gives the skill +2. You can also see how this is reflected in the visuals. So these 2 guys, I'll keep confusing them. So let me make them mages. I think I cannot scroll. Okay, I cannot scroll this, but I don't need to scroll this. So a couple of mages. Maybe a astrologist, and maybe she will be a soldier. Do I really need astrology? No. Let's do it like this. Okay, how about that? The next thing is, you see here 12 level up events that I can distribute across the whole set of 4 characters, not for a single character, but for everyone. That means that I can make one very strong character and leave the rest as default, or I can slightly improve each of them. How can I spend these points? I can increase their health by 5, that's one event. I can increase their magic energy pool by 5 as well. I can increase their carrying capacity by 3, and I can increase their action points by 1. So, me being me, I don't really care about health or magic energy. All I care about is being fast on the map. So let's make them all 10. Yep. And I think here as well. And one of them, you know what? What if he will be super fast? And then these guys will sort of drag around, yeah? So what I'm missing here in this interface is a way for me to see how can I roll back the points I spent. For example, some of them had 8, or like, can I go down? Yes, I can, but I didn't really know that I can go down. Okay. Anyway, we'll figure it out. It's not crucial. So he's going to have 16 points. That's very, very fast. Actually, let me give him even more. 19. Wow. And there we go. What do we have here? So we've discussed this and that. We have aggressive states of creatures. So let's find this creature. This creature is currently neutral. It doesn't really care about me. Here's the target range. So if I enter the range, you can also see now on the tooltip there is -6 action points. That's a little prediction of how many points I will have left. So now I need to go to the party. Where's my fastest guy? What? Okay. 8. How do I switch between them? I have no idea. Okay, and I cannot switch between them. Oh, who was the fastest? Not him. He's got 8. He's got 19. Okay. So I have to split the party, set him up as a separate guy. Okay, his party will have 19 action points. The other guys will have 8. Very nice. Now let's go back to the party and see if I can exchange items with the Spire. The Spire doesn't have anything, so no help here. Okay, now my slow-moving party will go to ruins. Okay, And they have 2 points left, so let me jump into the ruins. You can see a little bit of an update here on the skill check screen. It's a living vine, it's some sort of a herbology related danger, and I got 3 options. I can make it rot, I can burn the vines, or I can get through the thickets. Let's do the rot. You can see this indication, meaning that it's a guaranteed destruction. And the person, everyone has 0, so I'll say him. Now you see the cost. The cost will be 50 magic energy spent, and I will lose also 10 health points, and I go negative in magic. Let's see here. He's got 2nd level of cunning. So to show you here, there's 6 negative consequences. Each negative consequence means the roll of dice on either 5 damage points, physical damage, or losing 5 action points. And this is the outcome, is the guaranteed destruction. Let me choose him. So I've got only 3 negative consequences here left, and I've got no substances. So let's do it. He lost 5 points. His resistance was 0, and that was it. Okay, and I'm in the ruins. Can I do anything in the ruins? I have a common chest. So for common chest, I'll need to pick the lock, break it open, or use an enchanted lockpick. And for the first 2 actions, I need action points, which I currently lack. I'm minus 11. But for magic, I don't need that. So I can do magic immediately, right away. But apparently not. Apparently I need to skip the turn. It's like little things like this that we still have to figure a way of how to show it better. Also, you'll see in the next builds the different colors of different parties. Right now, every party is blue. Now, this is my fast party. What I wanted to show you is agitated state of creatures. Let's go. I cannot go anywhere because I got 0 points. Okay. Now, let's go here and here. And now I'm gonna retreat a little bit. And let's see if that creature will get concerned with me. Yep. So you can see the state. The state means that the creature is actively pursuing me. Let's go into catacombs. After a while, the creature will lose interest in me, so I need to leave the biome, or I need to get far away from it. Now that's another similar event. Level 2, so I'm just gonna spend 30 energy and that's it. Bum ba bum ba bum. All right. What about my party with a chest? I got a common chest. There it is. Pick the lock. Let's see. Pick the lock. Almost successful. Like pretty much all good. If I want to break open the chest, I can hurt myself, and if I'm using enchanted lockpick, then I have to spend magic energy. Well, I've got magic energy, so sure, let me do it this way. I found 3 books. This is a book that gives me 100 experience in a different skill, and this book gives me another 100. Okay. So books you can consume, or you can bring them back to the library to boost up the experience of everyone. Let's go to my party and let me give this to her. Okay, she leveled up to the 1st level, and I can choose the bonus, increasing max health, max energy, action points, or carrying capacity. I'm gonna increase action points. This I will give to my friend who's already specializing in this. And then this, well, I pretty much I don't care at home. Okay, he's leveling up. Very nice. The same thing, we're going to give him more action points. All right. Now, they've got 5 action points to spend. Here you can see the way that the resources are seated, that this resource is pretty much surrounded by dangers. So let's go and try to mine that resource. Now, what about my other party? This is not actually water. This is a new biome that's coming up that we should be finishing shortly. It's called wetlands. I got a bunch of creatures. Okay, so the moment I enter basically those yellow lines, I will trigger them. And what is this? Water nettle. Okay, and these guys are locusts, and she's a waterling, and this is a locust roost. So how about I don't know. I mean, let me just go and explore. Okay, so that creature is still excited about me. Let's also look at the chest, which we currently don't show on the map, but we should in the future. What can I do? I am a battle mage, so this will cause me a loss of health. I don't like it. What if I break it open? 4 times damage. Not really impressive. What about picking lock? I'll just lose action points. I don't care. I got a bunch of those. So I'm doing this, and in the chest they found a powerful antidote that takes away the poisoning as well as niveles of health that restores health. So let's see who needs to restore health. He's got 45 out of 50. A question from the chat room, whether or not it's going to be sandbox or a story mode. It's a story mode in as far as there are goals that are set for each chapter. We don't push you to finish the game once you reach the goal, so you have to still hit the button as you finish it. And we think some people will enjoy just trying to play sandbox or having different goals. The idea of modability is that we'll give the tools, we have already the editor, we'll give the tools to create whatever chapters you want. So if you want a different goal, different victory conditions for different chapters, then you're able to do it. And I'm sure some people will come up with some fun ideas of using this content in a different ways, and then we'll have alternative chapters. You know, maybe you should, I don't know, produce 100 swords, and then you win, and that's a cap of I don't know, 1,000 turns. It'll be interesting to see, but we're just not big fans of time pressure, as it turned out. I mean, we had time pressure, and we didn't like it. So let's see what we have here. Here we have an aggressive creature, split jaws, and here we have black paws, who are huntable creatures, so they don't like us, and they will try to run away from us. Here you can see that this scared state is the opposite of the aggressive state. So this split jaw is interested in meeting us, and that guy is trying to run away from us. But let's see if I can hit the guy. Can I? Yes, I can hunt. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Lots of damage here, like 4 times. 4 times damaging an item in my inventory, getting 5 physical damage points, or losing action points. It's not very exciting. But if I lose 85, I'm gonna die. And I wanted to show you also the poisoning effect. So I don't want to die, but what are my options? Man, I can probably just go with this. And I got hit once, which is bearable, and I've lost some action points, and I've got 3 black bow eyes, which I can use in crafting back home at the Spire, and I still have some... do I have some action points left? No, I don't. Okay. So next time I'm gonna go and try to be friends with that snake. It's just that I think the wrong party is selected. Yeah, okay, here we are. Oh, ooh. Well, let's try. So this it's not here in the interface yet, but these hexes with dangers in, they are not passable to creatures. So you can hide in them if you sort of jump into this clearing, then this is more or less a wall for you against the creatures. So let me try to forage. Can I forage screamweed? I can just gather. Everyone is 0. Okay, let's say she can gather. Loss of action points. Or use magic. But it's a high level magic, so he's gonna... Well, you know, whatever. Fuck it. Let's do it. At least maybe you'll see a character die. No, he didn't die. I got the resources. He is pretty close, so that brings us to a different mechanic. Here you can see that she's healthy and he's healthy, but this icon means severe injury. So that severe injury here, it affects him, his skill checks. So his skill checks are now reduced, I think, by 5, and that makes him pretty much useless. I need to go and restore my health. Whew. Or I just need to kill him and show you how a character can die. Yep. Look here. He's at level 0. This is a skill of level 2. Costs 30 plus will take an extra toll on his health because he doesn't have 30. So he's gonna lose 60 health points. Ta-da! And he's now officially dead. You can see him dead right here. In the future, what's in design is that you cannot move a party with a dead body. So I'll have to split him up into a different party and then move everyone else. Right now, actually I can do the same thing and do the split party. Nope, I cannot. I thought I can split the dead guy, but I cannot. Alright. And now, I'm gonna go back home. And where's my next party? Here. Okay. Let's try to get poisoned so you can see how poisoning works. Lots of options to choose from. I'm gonna charge. And here in the penalty box you can see that I can get 2 points of poisoning. Never mind the minus. It's a bug, not a feature. So charging is pretty stupid. I'm gonna be hit 5 times, but it's exactly what I want to show you poisoning. Hits, no poisoning. What the hell? Oh, I got poisoning. Okay, there was a problem with the log, that the log didn't show poisoning. I've got 6 points of poisoning now. And 6 points of poisoning means that my health will be dropping every turn. But the question is, do I have an antidote or not? Yes, I have it. So I can take it and remove the poisoning, theoretically. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I now have 26 points of poisoning. So you see, that's what happens when you self-medicate. Instead of going to a doctor and hearing the doctor say, you know, stay at home and rest, I drank this antidote hoping to be cured, and I've got 26 points of poisoning. Oh my goodness. Let me eat some nibbles of health. The effect is, sorry, plus 15 health points. But I could use them. Let's see. Okay. So let's go to the Spire. Then with him, let's run away. Okay. And no. I don't want to go to viewers. I want to go like around. Yep. Okay. And he's losing health because of this incredible poisoning, and yeah, we're debugging life. I hope no one is screen saving this. Okay, so somewhere here there is the victory condition. We started to complete the core loop of the game, which is good news. Once you get 3 items, which are Weightless Stone, Living Flame, and Captive Wind, then then you'll finish the whole thing. What my colleagues are saying on the sound is that the Weightless Stone weighs 3 kilograms instead of 0, and it's okay. Anyway, trying to get back to the map now. That's about it. I mean, closing on the core loop and putting things together, but it'll still take some time. This is one of the final destinations, and then there are 2 more. Yep, that's the second one, and then that's the edge of the world, and then there's somewhere is the third one. Yep. So from the start of chapter 1, you will be able to know where you have to go and what you have to do. It's just a question of getting there and not dying in the process. Because there is a lot of creatures, a lot of different biomes that you have to cross. So never mind the water. The water is representing the wetlands. The location here is the idol, and the idol is basically a charging station. So you can charge yourself here and restore your magic energy to the maximum. And you're leaving the safe forest and entering dangerous plains, and then ancient forest. I think it's the wrong name because Crimsonite cannot be blue. Anyway, that's about it, I think, for today. So to summarize, we can go back to the studio now. To summarize, there's a bunch of small improvements across the board. Poison is in. Final goals are in. We've renamed Guild of Mages into Sanctuary of the Corrupted, and Inquisition is now known as the Brotherhood of Order, as the Age of Mages has been changed to Age of Order. And I'm pretty sure that's the final changes before we ship the whole game and pack the whole story. The generation of the characters at the beginning of the game is getting almost to the point where we are going to not touch it anymore and just leave it as it is. And the structure of chapters means that, you know, you'll get the first chapter and then go to the second chapter and the third chapter, and meanwhile we'll keep improving each chapter, balancing it out separately, which to us sounds like a proper decision, and we don't really like one big thing. That's about it for today, and hopefully we'll see what we have on the build next week.